Hey everyone, 30.6 here, and let me just make sure we are indeed recording. We are indeed. Very good. Anyway, I do apologize. I believe last episode there was some frame drops. That's outside of my control, and I do want to apologize for that. But anyway, we are back with another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the Rising Sun campaign, and yes, we are indeed looking at Europe, because Italy has still not sued for peace. The blockade is still, in fact, going on, and we're kind of co-belligerents with the United States. I mean, they are our ally, so it's very good for us. Our relations are starting to get down there with Spain and France. Our unrest is a little high, so I'm not gonna bother poking Germany. I might try to piss them off in other ways, but not right now. Anywho, as I was saying, what's going on here? Oh, yes. Okay, so we're also at war with Austria-Hungary. Kind of stuck because we can't get to them. So, you know, Slovenia doesn't have a port, although I would argue that that should be a port. So, you know, little things. So we can't get into the interior, and the United States does have an invasion. It's probably going to time out. We could just go engage the Austro-Hungarians. We'll beat up their fleet. We'll just blockade them and then see if they'll give up. They do, however, control the island of Rhodes, which I just now noticed. And I think we will take that. Yeah, that's 51,000 tons, and that gives us a base in the Mediterranean, where we could, hopefully in the future, go after Germany. That'll probably be the big death war towards the end of the campaign. Because at this rate, we're not going to war much anywhere else. So, yeah, and yes, I was upset last episode that Italy wouldn't do peace, but hopefully, we can get them to sue for peace. Worst case scenario, I have to, invade Sicily. I don't want to do it, but I might have to. I also don't like the fact that the Germans control the Bosphorus, so that is on my radar. Also, at the time of recording this video, we just passed 7,000 views on the channel, so I really want to thank you guys for your support. It means a lot to me that you guys are willing to take time out of your day and just kind of listen to me yap and play video games. Yay! Peace! Finally! Good! Gracious to... That's it? Fine. No. Alright. So let's join up the fleets. Where's Austria-Hungary? Because I think this will join up back up into one task force, and we'll send them to deal with the island of Rhodes. We're almost at 200 billion naval funds. And we have 400,000 tons of shipyard capacity. We did get the new battleships, but I gotta see if did we finish the Fuso class already? I can't remember if we did. I think we laid them down and built them. There we go. Alright. So now all of you head to Rhodes. And then we need to do... Oh, I can't do naval invasion because I'm not in the sea zone yet. Alright. Research. What do we got? So we know this is the new destroyer. We just got the new battleship tech. What are you? I think this is... No, we already got oil 2. Nothing really. I'd like a new light cruiser hull. And we do have the new modern heavy cruisers, and again, I still want to, expand the cruiser fleet. What? What are our relations with the United States? 0. Okay, they must have had a... I can't remember why it does that. I think it's like after certain like things, like they have to break an alliance. It's just one of the AI things. Should get the Dodecanese here in a couple of turns, then we might take Romania, maybe. I'm not really sure if I want to take Romania, because that would send them down, and they don't have any ports. Like if they had Bulgaria and maybe like if they had all of Bulgaria, maybe Constantinople, I'd leave them be. Spain is holding on for dear life. And Portugal allied somebody, I think. I think they allied the Germans. How long is this going to take? 6 turns? Really? Is there something in the port? Yeah, that's why. I say we take the Dodecanese and then just leave it. It's fine. I could build a small raiding fleet out of roads to raid German shipping if we end up at war. Or rather the submarines, we could do that instead. A couple of submarines here, a couple here, a couple here. I don't know. Options are open. And we have so much money. We should spend it. We should spend that money. So, also, by the time the last couple episodes and this episode are out, it'll be after the 4th of July, and so I do hope that you all had a wonderful 4th of July. We're actually hosting, so gotta take care of that. Let's see. What's our relations with Germany? 53. What's our unrest? 0. Could poke and prod them, I guess, a little bit. We don't really have the fleet size, I don't think. I mean, we'll probably end up with a death war in them in the 1930s, so I'm not too concerned. Back up to very advanced tech. Yeah, you can order a couple of light cruisers. I do not mind. Actually, we got those new destroyers, so let's see if we got any, like, destroyer-style tech coming up. And if we don't, we will go ahead and build a new destroyer class Two light cruisers, alright. NCL 3 and NCL 4. Alright. Research. Is this small guns? Mark 4 6s. Alright, we'll wait. Those would be for the light cruisers, so I'm not as concerned. Big guns? Hey, Mark 3 15s. Alright. Torpedo propulsion. This is electric. Better accuracy, lower detection range, bigger cost, smaller range, torpedo speed. I don't know. I don't really normally mess with propulsion. My layer 4, we can leave that. Alright. So... what was our last destroyer class? 1919. Yeah, we should probably build a new one. I mean, we still have the Makigumos, and they're pretty good, so... yeah, we have all these ship hulls we need to build on. Destroyer 4. This is the newest one. Go all the way up to 1,900 tons. Makigumos can make 30. I think 32, if we can manage it, would be perfect. Main tower... do that, maybe? I do like the idea of having the barbette here in this little bowl area, and I would imagine they would store like boats and stuff here. That's just kind of how I think of it. Quintuple. And then we want dual barbette for small guns. And then we want, is this 6 versus 5? Tubes on each side. We could do that. I did discuss the idea a couple episodes ago about building a kind of torpedo boat class of destroyers. Actually, let me fiddle around with this for a minute. Pretty resistant. We have sonar 1, coincidence 5, auto reload. 1-inch belt. Just kind of max out the armor, I guess. Let's see what that does. What does it leave us with? Okay, that. Overweight. these actually need to be longer. 5-inch 38s. No, this bothers me. I can't fire straight ahead. Hold on. There we go. 6 rounds a minute. I got plenty of 5-inch guns. You can upgrade this stuff. You still need torpedo launchers. So let's do 1 set of quintuples, or maybe 1 set of quadruples. Yeah. Probably take off this though. Probably save some more weight, and then get the quintuples. Yeah, there we go. All right. I think that's probably the best destroyer I've designed in a while. So let's name it after a destroyer that got destroyed in the campaign. Preferably early on. How about... Shield class. Probably drop the range. They don't need that much range. I mean, they have plenty, but can I get dual quads? Maybe. I could absolutely make this thing a menace. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Okay. Sure. Single stack destroyer, 32 knots, 17,000 kilometer range. Yeah, that's pretty good. Make sure there's nothing I need to miss here. Yeah, no, this is pretty good. Alright. Save that. We're not going to build them immediately. Maybe. Kind of need more light cruisers because we only have 34. And I don't just want to double the destroyer flotilla without having the wherewithal of the cruisers. So we'll see what this cruiser tech is. Hopefully it's a new hull, because then we could put the Mark IV 16s, and I know we can get triple turrets on light cruisers, which would be incredibly helpful. Why do they keep designing ships every turn? Good lord. We got the strike mission coming up. It's just a matter of waiting on the game to decide that I can do it. Hello! How would you like to meet the Navy? We're gonna take this. I'm not counting it as a battle, but we're gonna take the battle. I would like to introduce you to the Navy. Would you like to meet them? Would you like to meet your god? Oh, I need to edit some shorts. Just pull out little clips like this where I'm just laughing. Oh, there goes the dog. Okay, so we're pretty close. Alright, so we have Kaga and Toza. And a spattering of the heavy cruisers. Merge all these guys into a couple formations, make it easier on me. Ah, hello! Let me introduce you to God. Courtesy of 14-inch guns. Let's just speed up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Okay, Isuzu, cut across the formation. Let's go. Big 14-inch guns. Let's actually slow these guys down. We've got plenty of range. We're gonna let the light cruisers handle the whatchamacallit. Love having 14s back. Such a good feeling. You're probably thinking, oh crap. Oh, what is this? Okay, hold up. Time out, time out, time out. I don't know what that sound is and why it's so loud. Okay. First of all, it's not as bad as I originally thought. Second of all, it is worse. Those torpedo tubes cannot fire. Under no way can those two torpedo tubes, unless they've got like rockets attached to them, fire off the ship. These guys just have a bunch of point defense guns. This looks like a tank. This looks... I actually like this convoy ship. Besides the odd placement of the funnels. There we go, now we're starting to get big hits. Run, 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 run. There we go. Let's take a look at this light cruiser, shall we? It's not... Well, okay, let's look at it from this side. Oh, it's one of the semi-armored cruisers. I'm actually quite fond of this design, like, as a patrol ship. And again, I will complain that the developers have pretty much left the game. This as like a patrol ship class is like a later unlock that you can use for like naval invasions or like coastal defense to keep your ports from being blockaded. Like if you're a smaller nation like Austria-Hungary, right? Or Spain, or heck, even Japan, right? Are pretty much stuck in the med. Like Italy, Austria-Hungary, if some of the smaller nations were playable, I would say these would make like good coastal defense ships, where you get like bonuses to like, okay, so your convoys aren't getting raided. If you have these ships, they'll protect convoys. So you don't want to just design them to be throwaway ships. You want to design them well. So if someone could figure out a mod to do that, that'd be pretty good. I'm gonna lower my volume because there are times in the combat stuff where it gets incredibly loud. The Sebenico, Ansfelden. Thank you. It's Kashima. Alright, remind me of that. It's Kashima. Kizo, keep going for the transports. Just mark it down to the Battle of the Red Sea. Can't be bothered. So now Gano is leading the cruisers. Torpedoes off. That's off, please. Thank you. Sail by. Start targeting the transports, please. Thank you. Who's that? Tosa. Excellent job, my dear. Now, go eat. Go eat squishy ships. And you know what, destroyers? If you want to go have fun, go have fun. And the battleships can have fun too. These 4-inch guns have pretty good range. Just watch them hit all these transports. Why aren't you all shooting? Those 2-inch guns fire really quick. I forgot how quick those things fire. 30 times a minute. It's roughly 1 shot every 2 seconds. Give or take. That's the battle. Very good. think they're coming down to help. So, cruiser design, light cruiser, please. It's just bigger, heavy cruisers. I mean, that's okay. We're going to build heavier cruisers, but, you know, not ideal. We do need to up the battle line fleet. So I'm thinking our next battleship class will probably be a 6-ship class. I do not want to go to war with Spain. You're not getting a Fuso. Appreciate the enthusiasm, you're not getting one. And like I said, we'll pretty much just take roads and then tell them to piss off. Alright, US has 427. Britain has 136. Germany has 122. I think we actually have more capital ships than Germany. We do, so that's good. Step in the right direction. Our alliance would try to get up with Britain. Our economy is not growing very quickly. Must have some transport losses. Hear the thunder roaring overhead. Getting those afternoon thunderstorms this time of year. I think that's thunder outside. Yeah, that's thunder. Alright. Ooh. More shipyard capacity. Alright, and then this Dutch battlecruiser. I don't know what battlecruiser they scrapped last, but I know they scrapped the Hollandia. So we're just building a new one. Our next battleships might have 15s. I haven't decided yet. See, the problem is when you start going up in guns, and I think I touched on this in the American campaign. Are we maxed out on naval prestige? It might be. I think I briefly touched on this in the American campaign. There's a point where your guns stop. Like, when you try to guard against your own guns, it becomes a bit too much. I think I talked about that with the Fusos having certain, like, if you just went with the stock, let's say a 1650 caliber gun, a 14-inch belt is not going to cut it. You need at least a 16-inch belt, you know, at certain ranges. Like, you're assuming that at, I mean, this is literally how all design was for a long period of time when you designed iron-hulled and steel-hulled ships. Thank you, Hungary. See how easy that was? I could buy Serbia. That would be funny. I don't have enough. I'll just take more money. Alright. You're not getting an Amagi. Alright. Let's send the fleet home. These guys have been out for almost a year. Probably a little bit more. Send them to Haicho, I believe is their home port, right? No, Tsingtao. Dispatch that task force back. And, engines? Marine diesels. Okay. What is this? Longer gun barrels, probably? Ooh, electro-hydraulic. Yeah, so we'll wait on our next capital ships for a minute. Yeah, we'll wait. I'm not waiting on the Marine diesels in our capital ships. It's just, um, I'm a stickler. I like my geared turbines and triple expansion engines. Actually, in fact, that's one of my goals this year is to head out to Tampa, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'll head out there for a day or two and go aboard the American Victory and maybe send a letter to Congress asking them to see how much it would cost to help her sail again. Because it would be cool to have the American Victory. Like I've always said that I've told friends, what would be really cool is have mobile exhibits that have a home port. There's ships like that. Like there are museum ships like that like travel from port to port. I think there's a Swedish ship that I know travels around Europe and stuff. Uh, there's moving exhibits around the United States too. But what would be cool, right? Is if just for reference, right? Let's say that uh, the American Victory would still be based out of Tampa, right? But during parts of the year, she'd go on a tour of like Gulf Coast ports, like Corpus Christi, Galveston, Houston, Baton Rouge, Mobile Bay, Pensacola, Tampa, and maybe she goes up part of the seaboard, right, and then returns to Tampa for a certain part of the year. I think you could do the same over here. Like you could have a ship maybe based in Norfolk, like a Victory ship or a old Navy ship based here that travels up and down the East Coast. Same thing on the West Coast. I think that would just be fun. Heck, even on the Great Lakes, like take the USS the Sullivans out of Buffalo, up here, yeah, Buffalo, and like have her sail up and down Lake Erie and Ontario. Heck, the Canadians have got destroyers over here on the lake, so let them sail. Let the museum ships sail. Put that on a T-shirt, but make sure to credit me for it. And aha, Citadel 5. That we will put a priority on. Take the priority off the small guns. Add the big guns. Ooh, getting nasty outside. Like to check where our next big port is, because that's going to kind of dictate task force size. What about Chimpo? That's 281,000 tons, so that could work. Let's actually look at the cruisers, because I don't think I think we unlocked a cruiser design or something, and I never bothered to look at it. We have 34 light cruisers. Modern light cruiser 1. This is a heavy cruiser. Built on that hull, I'm pretty sure. The same rough size as the Isuzus. Really? Do we really need another light cruiser right now is kind of what I'm trying to think. Theoretically. That's a major problem I have with this hull, is that this area right here, you just can't put a gun on it. Can I put a barbette on it? I can. That solves that problem. It's a little out of place, but try a different barbette maybe. I don't know. Might actually build on this hull. I think we will. Because this would just be a straight... I don't want to say upgrade, because I don't think that's the right word. I would say it's an enhancement, I think would be the better term. Let's move you down here. I have a plan. I see the plan. Slightly taller barbette. That's a little bit better, visually speaking. Hmm. 13, 15, 13, 17 damage control. 9.5 versus 10. Plus 6 long range accuracy. Yeah, that might be the one that does it. Alright. Let's draw this back, draw this up. Alright. Barbette 5, Antifloat 3, Citadel 4. I'm not as concerned on the Citadel as on the light cruisers than I am the heavier ships. Like, I think these guys would be fine with a lower lower Citadel than our massive capital ships. Those are the ones that really need it. Increased HE, high capacity, TNT 4, Cordite 3, Auto 1, Electrical 2. Go 21. I don't keep 20-inch torpedoes. Coincidence 5, Sonar 1, RDF, depth charges, and then pretty much a 2-inch belt. Or can do 4 on the conning tower and like max on the superstructure. Okay, it's not bad. 6-inch. flat 5 rounds a minute. With a 15,000 meter range, what if I dropped you guys down to like 35s? I hate when I have to do this. $10,000. I think that's fine. We're gonna say it's fine. A little bit shorter guns, but well, I don't know. Do we want? I think we want the fast-firing guns. I think that's the philosophy here. So let's secondaries. We'll stick with the 3-inch guns. Put a turret. Can I get a turret in here somewhere? Try not to make this thing aft heavy. Put maybe quad torpedo tubes up here. Quintuples? Nope. Alright. No guns have a poor sector of fire. You're smoking something. Yeah. I think these are fine the way they are. We've got some spare tonnage. But I might save that for radar. Because I'm assuming that's not too far away. Yeah. What do you guys think? I think it's a good cruiser. Oh, it's got underwater torpedo tubes too. No. Oh, no. That's too much power. Okay. Could increase the speed. How much? That's not too much, actually. We could get 28 knots out of these things. These would be fast light cruisers. I think that's fine. So let's look and see maybe a light cruiser we can name this one after. How about the... What's a ship that was sunk with a bunch of kills that I need to replace? About the Nitaka class. No. Nitaka's still around, I think. Let me look. Yes, she's still around. So we can't do that. How about... Miyako. 28 knots, 6-inch 35 caliber guns. We got what, 12 of these things? Yeah. Yeah, I like this. This is a very good light cruiser. All right. Save. That's pretty good. All right, so let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What's the next biggest port? Alright. Start building a fleet out of Vladivostok. And you all will go to... not Vladivostok. Mororan. No, Maizuru. Alright. And then the light cruisers. How many do we have? 14, 20, so we have 34. Let's build 20? Yeah. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To Maizuru. And the other 10 to... where was it? Vladivostok. Alright. Sure. That's good. How long have I recorded for? Ah, about an hour. Okay, what's going on here? I think that was during the battle. Alright. I hope that didn't cause too many issues. But anyway, I think we're going to end the episode here. We're back at peace again. I don't feel like recording another special episode for a couple of weeks. So, yeah. So I think with that, yeah, we'll end the episode here. 2 new classes of ships. And then hopefully next episode we're going to look at perhaps a... ooh, Crep 5. We'll be looking at a new... whatchamacallit? Oh, a new capital ship class. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.